free. No more tunnels, no more fear. Tough Gaza is finally here.
I genuinely believe that people choose to miss Trump's actions and they solely focus on his words. And I can't necessarily blame them because that's how the media generally operates. But I reassure everyone watching this that there's a method to the madness. I can reassure you he knows exactly what he's doing. So, what you saw last week or a couple of weeks ago when he initially said that he would take Gaza and everyone was so outraged, but what they chose to not focus on was the fact that Cairo held a summit for all of the Arab states to come together and plan what to do. Or last week in Riyadh, I was there, not at the summit, but in the country. They got together to think, what can we do about Gaza? And I know Trump knew by saying he's taking it, that would be the domino effect that was to come. But nobody focuses on the effects of his words. They just focus on the words. Obviously, the video is AI, but I think it shows the point what it could have been. You take a look at the UAE and you take a look at what it was and what it is now, and you can't help but to think, how did they accomplish such a thing? But a beautiful piece of land like Gaza, all the money went into funneling terrorism, building tunnels. They have terrible infrastructure, but they were given billions of dollars. So when Trump puts this video out there, I think it should prompt people to think, well, what could Gaza be? Now, it doesn't have to be, completely westernized and bikinis and alcohol on the beach. Of course, that's like one level of the extreme side. But it could be a beautiful land with resorts and tourism and travel and somewhat of a westernizing country that is a place that any group of people can enjoy despite their race, religion, or color. And that's not something extreme, in my opinion. I don't know why people lose their minds over the thought of that. I expect there to be outrage about it for the wrong reasons, of course. I don't see an issue in where Trump promises a better future for Palestinians that's not led under a militant group like Hamas, and they're still mad about it. It seems like they want a one-state solution that excludes the Jewish people and the Israeli people, and that's kind of their agenda right now. And Trump is kind of like, "Hi, I'm gonna, build this beautiful piece of land and develop it, and it'll be a safe place for you." And it seems like they don't want that. And my question is to them, well, what do you want then? Because Hamas doesn't care about its civilians. It seems like the Arab countries don't care either. They just put out all these condemnations of Israel, but they haven't intervened to help the Palestinian people. So why the outrage? What is Trump saying that you don't like? Or do you just not like America? I've read the comments under it, and everyone's like, that's not America first. But they don't understand Trump only thinks America first. And Hamas being a militant group that's in power trying to destroy Israel, it's going to affect America at some point. To state the obvious, they're an ally, but they always chant, death to Israel, death to America. That's Iran's thing, it's Hamas's thing, it's actually most terrorist groups' thing. And they are, in fact, a threat to America. So it is Trump's job to handle it. Now, the hysteria is because they'd rather follow his words and not his actions. And if they followed his actions, they would see that he knows exactly what he's doing. And everything he wants to accomplish, he does, in fact, accomplish. Everyone condemns Trump for what he wants to do, but no one's prompting a better solution. And everyone's being pretty complicit and standing by idly while Trump is the only one who's trying to actually find a cure for Gaza. So people should take note of that. I believe he wants more of the secular, more westernizing, for lack of a better term, Arab countries to intervene when it comes to Gaza. I don't think Trump really wants to spend our time, effort, money, and the beginning of his presidency focusing on a country that's literally across the globe. However, it's a huge threat right now. Somebody has to intervene, help him get rid of Hamas, and help rebuild Gaza. We can't leave it as is. It's completely destroyed, and it's still run by a militant group. Now, it's not Trump's job and responsibility, but he's the only one courageous enough to take the initiative upon himself to ignite the fire under everyone else to come and help him. And by instigating that he's going to take Gaza, he knows the Arab countries don't want that. So by doing so, he's encouraging them to help him come up with a plan that's tangible. I don't doubt he can't do anything he puts his mind to. He absolutely can. However, you do need, to some extent, the world's approval. I don't think Saudi Arabia or Egypt or Jordan or any Arab country would be happy with America taking Gaza, but they don't seem to have a better plan. Now, if he really wanted to, Gaza is a beautiful piece of land. He could develop it. But why would he when it could literally be a coalition of Arab states that come together and can help build a future for the Palestinians and Israelis? And Trump could do it if he wanted to, but it doesn't seem like America has that agenda on their list.